that was made by Mark Wilson, and I guess the tag team champions, the new tag team champions, are on their way to the ring. I really wanted to get your thoughts on that whole situation. It appears we're not really going to have an opportunity to express and discuss that issue.
Well, one thing I want to say is, when Kevin Morgan took control of the tag team titles, he didn't have a partner. And so at one point or another, he was going to have to go in as the underdog. Just believe that, Kevin Morgan, an underdog of any nature.
Your IZW Tag Team Champion, the Old School Stud.
But this is not the tag team that he wanted to get up in there one-on-two with.
No.
That's for sure.
No,
his back was to the wall the entire match. He fought from underneath, and just as soon as we thought Kevin Morgan was actually going to do the impossible, the Old School Studs managed to capture the IZW Tag Team Championships again.
And make no mistake, we're not in any way trying to underplay the association between these two. Their association goes back several years. They have had lots of dominance in the tag team range, but I just ever since the moment when Gary Toole turned his back on all the fans that supported him for the entirety of his career, that led him to the IZW Championship, I can't believe that the bitterness in that man, for him to just forget everything that the fans did for him and to put himself back in the graces of Randy Price.
Well, Redemption had a lot of surprises. A lot of surprises. That might have been the biggest surprise. Nobody saw it coming. It came straight out of left field. And he really told the fans where he believes they can, its purpose is stick it, I guess.
Well, there you see, standing in the ring, holding the hardware.
The fans were so loyal to Coach Gary Toole.
They were. Gary Toole stood for everything that was right and decent in this federation.
It's so hard to just digest this new attitude that he has.
Yeah. I guess none of us really knew the real Gary Toole that lay underneath everything that we saw. I have traveled up and down the roads for such a long time with Gary Toole. On many occasions I sat underneath the coach's learning tree, and it just disturbs me.
I really wish you'd explain exactly how we cheated, because what you're doing is lying. And you know what happens to little kids when they lie, right? Their noses get big and all your teeth are gonna fall out. IZW World! Let's take a moment and soak in exactly what you see before you. What you see is nothing less than a couple of studs that entered the Impact Arena and said that they were going to do something. And what did we do? Huh? We did what none of you do anytime you set your own goals. We accomplished our goal. Just like all you chubby bastards in the crowd that want to better yourselves, but you can't. You know something? I said this to you about a month ago. That the reason I turned my back on you people is because you people turned your back on me.
Oh, that's not true.
You see, I won the IZW Championship, and you people loved it. Hey, you people loved it when I came out here, and I was your dancing monkey and your little puppet doing whatever you wanted. But the moment I lost that belt, you forgot all about me. Like I was nothing. Like I was a loser. Like the 17 years of giving my soul to every one of you didn't matter. And you see, Randy helped me realize that living for you, little twerps like you in the blue shirt in the front row, wasn't worth it. You see, Hey, you can call me Fat Albert. You can say I'm fat. You can say I'm old. You can say it all. I've never hidden from it, have I, Franklin? I'm old, I'm fat, I'm out of shape. But if that's the truth, then what's that say about every one of you? Because last time I checked, Randy, hey, last time I checked, every one of you had to pay to get in that door tonight. But I got paid to come here tonight. Because we're up here, and you people are way down here. And the reason we're way up here is because we said we were going to do something, and what do? We showed up, and we took exactly what we wanted. We captured the IZW Tag Team Championship. We took what we wanted, just like in the Monsters Bash. We put the entire roster on notice, and at the Monsters Bash, we're going to go ahead and put that to the test. Because it's obvious, since we can demand things and take them whenever we want, the Monsters Bash just so happens to be next. And it's obvious that a stud is going to wind up being this year's Monsters Bash winner.
Is this who I think it is? I haven't heard this music in so long.
Are you kidding me? We haven't heard this for 4.5 months. They're back!
It is!
The KC Wolves are back in the Impact Arena!
What a shot!
Graham Bell, Luke Langley have come back to IZW. It was 4.5 months ago the KC Wolves on May 31st captured the IZW Tag Team title, and they held it oh so briefly, not even 10 minutes, and then they were put down and out by Team Bull. We have not seen the KC Wolves in the arena since. They have arrived back here.
One of the most popular teams to ever set foot in IZW, and they finally did it, and it got yanked away from them that quick.
And I think it's probably not going to be any surprise as to why they are here. But the old school studs certainly look a little surprised that they got interrupted. Their little glad-handing and patting themselves on the back was interrupted by a couple of wolves on the hunt to put those tag team title belts back around their waist.
I'm curious to see what they have to say.
I think it's safe to say that the Pack is back in IZW. And unlike certain rotund individuals in this ring, the KC Wolves will never abandon the Pack. Now, I'd like to just remind everybody about the events that transpired the last time the KC Wolves were in IZW. See, the last time we were in this ring, we were the IZW champions. Now, it's true that we didn't leave the ring with those belts thanks to dubious circumstances, thanks to Johnny Z and his cronies. Now, we're not gonna come here and ask you just to give us our champions back, because that isn't what the KC Wolves are about. But the way I see it, we are owed a rematch for those titles. Whoa, back up, little Bucky. You're owed? You think you deserve something? Because you got screwed around the last time you were here? You know something? That is called entitlement. You're just like all these people. You think you're entitled to something. That's the problem with America today. You people think you're owed something. You don't want to put the boots on and go to work and put in 17 years of work and earn it like a man earns it. Let me tell you something. Hey, if I remember right, aren't you the guys that have been asking me for advice for the last year and a half? Huh? Just because you haven't figured it out yet that these people don't care about you, all they care about is themselves. That's it. These are selfish, self-centered people. All they want you to do is break your body and beat yourself up to please them. Well, you ain't owed Jack. Jack.
Like I said, Gary, we're not saying we deserve anything or that, we're owed anything more than anybody else in the back. All we want is the opportunity to earn what we know we're good enough to have.
Well, let me give you a newsflash, son. We do what we want, and we take what we want. So right now, we're going to take the high road because we don't feel like you deserve a title shot. We don't feel like you deserve a shot at the tag team championship.
That sounds like a real coward-like move.
Well, that is definitely something the old Gary Toole would never have done. We all know we're not dealing with that individual.
Hold up. Couple old school studs. Gary, Randy, looks like you're running away. Like a couple old school sissies.
What did you call me?
You called me a sissy. You heard what I called you.
Sissy?
Yeah, I did.
There ain't no sissies standing over here. You're not a sissy when you have the tag team title. I am not a sissy. You're nothing but an orange shirt wearing, greasy haired bunch of punks. And I swear, I'll prove to you, I am no wuss. I am no sissy. Let's do it. You wanna have a match, huh? Nobody calls me a sissy. I'm nothing less than a stud.
Are we going to see a match here? It looks like Randy Price is more than willing to.
Let's get a ref out here. Nobody calls me a sissy.
Wow.
You bunch of punks. I'm gonna shove this right down your throat.
Man, definitely getting under the skin of Randy Price. Just one comment.
Well, the Wolves got what they wanted out of the deal.
They seem to have done that.